Hi, my name is Frederic Sautet and I teach at Catholic University of America in Washington, D.C. Today I'm going to talk about economic profit. So economic profit is one of the core concepts of capitalism. Profit and loss is a mechanism that is fundamental to the allocation mechanism of the market. The fundamental notion or concept properties of profit are often not explained well. And it is important to explain two things or two aspects of profit that make them essential to the workings of the capitalist system. The first one is that profit is a compass in the sense that it gives a direction. It tells in which direction entrepreneurial activity should be heading, should be moving to. And without that compass, basically we do not know how resources should be allocated. So number one, it's a compass. Number two, it's a reward. Once entrepreneurs have discovered an opportunity to improve the life of others by producing new goods or introducing new services, if they were indeed right in their discovery in what they thought was true, if they were right in the way they're serving consumers, well, they're being rewarded by the reaping of profits. So profit is both a guide and a reward system. So let me give you an example or two. An entrepreneur is an entrepreneur in the Apple market. He knows the market very well, and he lives in Boston, and he comes down to Atlanta for pleasure, and he notices that the price of Apple is much higher than he was expecting it to be. So he's wondering whether or not it's actually a sign that there is a profit behind it to be made, or if it's just a difference due to various costs of transportation of apples or other costs that may be associated with that transaction. So what does he do is that he starts making a calculus, and he realizes that apples that he could produce for $3 per pound in Boston, he can sell them for $4 per pound in Atlanta, and they're being sold for $4 per pound in Atlanta, and therefore there's a dollar difference here, and that dollar difference has to be accounted by something. If he takes into account all the costs to transport the apples, that, say, for sake of the example, adds another 50 cents per pound. And in the end, once he's accounted all the costs involved in taking apples from Boston and selling them in Atlanta, basically he's left with a difference of, say, 40 cents. And that difference is basically what guided him in the first place to think it that way, to realize, to come to notice that there was maybe a problem in the market and people were selling apples at a more expensive price in Atlanta than they were selling them in Boston. And he's discovering this because he noticed that there was profit to be made. So if he's right, he will exploit the opportunity, set together all the factors of production necessary to bring the apples down from Boston to Atlanta, sell them in Atlanta, and will reap those 40 cents of profit per pound that he's discovered. You cannot have entrepreneurial activity without economic profit, and also without economic losses. Sometimes the bets that entrepreneurs make are wrong, and they lead to losses because what they thought was there was not there. But what is important to realize is that there is no entrepreneurship possible without the rewards of entrepreneurship.